Hey everyone, welcome in. We're going to do this week's energy, see what's up with the week ahead. So, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. Y'all know what it is. All right. As I said on the last few, and I don't even know if you guys are going to catch this, but for me, it is no cursing October because I'm going to see what the algorithm does if I don't cuss. Will they boost me up? Does it matter? We're gonna see. We're playing with YouTube this month. All right. Okay. In the meantime and in between time, I'll find if I get tripped up because I want to say a curse word, my apologies. Anyway, all that said and done, let's go ahead and get into it. Aries, start your timer. All right. The week ahead, what's going on this week for you? Let's break it up into two. I'll do work and I'll do love. Okay, yeah, I'll do I'll do work and I'll do love. I was kind of torn. Okay, work. Oh, some of you are there's some nervous energy that something that you're doing at work is not working. Um, or that you may not have all the tools that you need in order to get things completed. There's a little bit of stress surrounding your work week. I have the Page of Swords in reverse, also the Temperance in the reverse. You know why? Because someone is, excuse me, whether it is you rushing you or someone else is rushing you, I really kind of feel like this is somebody else is rushing you in relation to you getting something done. I am hoping that Aries did not procrastinate in a situation and now they're coming to the end to where they have to hurry up and get something done, but I wouldn't put it past us. However, I digress. You have the Eight of Swords here. You also have the King of. I'm telling you, there's something that it's like it's the feeling of like somebody or something breathing down your neck, and so you're like your mindset is kind of stuck. Like I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. I'm getting really stressed out, and it's like constant same thing on replay. What's gonna be a good thing for Aries to assist with this week at work? Oh, you know what? I should have said it and then pulled the cards because I heard get help because yeah, you don't have support. You don't have support, and I also feel like you may be kind of slow to asking for help as well. If you're an Aries like me that is watching, especially, I don't know how everybody else is for the different placements. I know sun sign, we want to do everything on our own, and that's that. However, you guys may be getting to a point to where you're going to need to reach out for someone to give assistance. Just make sure that you don't take too long doing that. Um, all right, let's go into love. Let's see what's up with love. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do work. I'm gonna do quick one on work, quick one on love, quick one on general. Let's see. All right, love related. What do you need to know? All right, you got Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Chariot. Mm. If you don't take a leap of faith on something, the moment is going to pass you by. And I feel like there's some sort of opportunity that's coming in quick, but it is requiring that you take that leap of faith. If not, you're going to miss out on something. Give me more on that. You have the World card here. You have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's something that's coming back around, and it's, I don't know if this is like your last chance to do it, and then after that it's over, but there is something or someone that is coming back around. Um, be more direct about this. just heard it's a chance to get things right. You just may have an opportunity to get something right in a relationship or situationship or whatever, a connection that you have. So if you don't grab it while it is sitting in front of you, you might actually miss out on the opportunity to balance out a connection. General message. Ooh, at one point you felt like either you were down on your luck when it comes to money or you just felt like you were left out. Now, spoiled for choice. Now, for some of you, this just kind of feels like you were looking for different opportunities and just felt like there were none that were coming your way. For others of you, I mean, this is going to be different for everybody. But at one point, you may have felt like you were on the outside looking in, and now you're the one who gets to pick and choose what you want. So I feel like opportunities are coming in for Aries. So definitely take advantage of that. I also feel like there's going to be something here. Either you're celebrating, some of you may be celebrating some sort of level up, some sort of glow up, or it's very possible that you may be reuniting just with friends and having a really, really, really good time. Um, I just feel like a lot of happiness, self-content, um, contentment, and hmm. I also feel like you guys are going to be getting to know someone. You're going to be literally picking their brain. You're going to be picking their brain for information. So yeah, that's what I got for Aries. All right, let's go on to Taurus. All right, I'm gonna take a sip. Give me just a second. My allergies have not been kind to me today, so bear with me. And then some of y'all were saying that, well, actually, it's interesting because my volume when I am on the software sounds loud, but on YouTube, it does not. And I don't know what's going on, guys. So you'll have to bear with me on that as well. So hopefully my voice is projecting and you can hear me. I've been yapping, so here we go. Taurus, work. What's going on this week? Mm. Same old same. I feel like, you know what I'm feeling? Like this is frustration. Frustration. There may be somebody who's not pulling their weight, and it's just the same old same. It's the same old same. It's not changing. Yeah, there's a frustrating energy. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is lazy, very, very lazy person. They're very manipulative and try to find different ways of them not having to pull their own weight. Moon card, Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I feel like this deception is going to continue on. So you'll need to try not to dwell on it. Um, I feel like everything will be handled in due time. When the universe will work it out. Whether it's they move that person from out of your orbit, or you go to a different company, and whatever it is, I just don't feel like you'll have to deal with that for very long. Let's see. But it's stressing you out, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's stressing you out. You are in a toxic environment for, well, whoever I'm talking to. You guys are either dealing with toxic people or are in a toxic environment. And let's just get some guidance for them. You may have to take a leap of faith and not hold yourself back. You may have to, I know you're trying to stay strong in whatever it is that you're currently going through, but I do also feel like when the time comes for you to take action for yourself, I feel like you're gonna need to do that. Let's go on to love and see what's going on for you guys there. You got the Tower, and you also have the Four of Pentacles. There's gonna be some sort of Tower moment possibly this week that's going to either make you want to withdraw and kind of be to yourself, or someone else is going to withdraw and be to themselves. Give me more on that. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, okay. You may be like coming to the realization that this is just not working. Something has shined a light on the elephant in the room, and you may be like, yeah, this is not working for me. And it might take you a moment to where you have to like retreat for a second to kind of collect your thoughts before you make a decision on what your next move is. Yeah, because I'm getting like an overwhelming feeling of like I honestly can't handle this anymore. So you may be feeling that way this week. What's the potential outcome for this week? Ace of Pentacles, Temperance. Okay. Once you calm down, because I do feel like you will be up in arms, there's going to be some sort of opportunity that presents itself for either A, for you to get this connection back on track, but you're going to have to use your patience and your calmness when coming towards that person to, have a conversation. For others of you, you'll have to see certain actions as an opportunity for you to find calm again. And sometimes that may mean to walk away from the relationship or connection. All right, what in general does Taurus need to know about for this week? Got the Eight of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Page of Swords. I feel like something's coming back around for you, and you're going to keep this hush hush. Oh, what's this card? Yeah, you're not telling a soul. I don't know what it is, but you're not telling a soul about it. About it. I'm getting tongue tied, y'all. Probably because I'm talking fast. You're not telling anyone about it. You don't want the secret to be out. You feel like if the secret is out, you lose everything, or somebody has everything to lose if the secret is out. So I feel as though that is going to remain to you, and you're not going to say anything. Also, Nine of Pentacles followed by the Ten of Wands. Hard work is going to pay off. As much as those responsibilities are killing you, I also see you shining, and I see money flow coming your way. All right, let's go on to Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. What's going on for Gemini this week? What is going on for Gemini? All right, career. Oof, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Two of Pentacles. There's something where it feels like you've... Shoot. Something feels like you've lost it all. You may have lost something, or maybe the company has lost something, and it feels very chaotic. The energy feels chaotic. I'm sorry. Something came to a stop. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's very possible if some of you have encountered losing a job, or if people are getting laid off, because that's the energy that it's giving, or like you guys find out that the company is going bankrupt. I mean, that very likely can happen in this climate. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So what's good about this is that even though it seems like something is going on over here, for Gemini, you guys are entering into a new cycle that's going to be more so in your favor. So like one door closes, another door opens, is what I feel. Yeah, whatever this is, that new door is open, and it actually alleviates a lot of stress. So if you were feeling like, oh my God, I can't find a job, or oh my God, they've furloughed me because we got government shutdown going on right now, or if it's anything where it feels like it wasn't on your side, tables turn, and it is. So at least you have a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, celebration. I have the Three of Cups here. Now, also I'm getting that you may hear about an opportunity when it comes to work from a friend. And then I just heard a friend of a friend. So it's very possible that connections are helping you in that matter as well. All right, let me get one more thing for work. Knight of Cups in the reverse and Four of Cups. Hmm. Some of you may be battling with what you want to do next. You have Hierophant here, so I feel like you were definitely overthinking it, or you may be overthinking what your next moves are. Do I stay in place of what I'm doing? I don't really like that. I feel like I should maybe do something else. Some of you may even be changing careers. You may be thinking about changing a career. All right, let's go on to love. Love this week. What does Gemini need to know? Somebody's really needy and you're very detached. You have someone that is like yearning for your affections, and I feel like you guys are very attached or detached. I'm sorry. I also feel like you just don't want the extra weight. You feel like this person is a little bit of a burden, or they're kind of heavy. You also have the Five of Cups here, which is reflecting that they miss you awfully. They miss you a whole lot. Um, but I kind of feel like I don't know if you and this person got in. Yes, you did. You and this person may have gotten into it and they probably said some things that they should not have said. Um, and you are standing on business when it comes to how you are dealing with them. So you may feel like I don't even want the drama. I don't even want to deal with them. So you're in that type of energy. All right, let's see what else for general. Yep, I see that you guys are being very protective of your heart. Um, there's some sort of incoming communication or something that comes in very quickly for you. There may be somebody throwing a bunch of ideas at you, or maybe someone offering something to you, or communication, like a bunch of text messages. It's just something where someone is trying to move you along way too fast. There are ulterior motives. You're not wrong. Okay. All right, let's go on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Work. Oh, are you feeling unprepared to start something, so you're not starting it because you feel unprepared? Hmm. Yes, you're delaying something. You're delaying something because you don't feel like you have all of your ducks in a row. Like you're more focused on something that you don't have this week, and less focused about like the things that you do have in order to move ahead. So there's some sort of, I don't know if it's a project, I don't know if you're whatever it is that you are working on. Okay, I feel like there is a delay. Will you get started? Yes, but there is a delay this week. And I feel like you're just going to have to take that first step. Doesn't matter if you have everything that you need. Somebody is being a little too anal when it comes to moving ahead. Some of you may have Aries in your chart. You have the High Priestess here in the reverse. You also have the Knight of Swords. You're going to find out, you know what I just heard? Chisme. You're going to find out gossip about something at work. What is it affecting them? Why would they even care? Because I just heard, ooh, girl, I got some cheese, man. It's about someone who, ooh, it's about abuse of power. It could very well be about a boss or higher ups, but you're going to hear some gossip, like something that you shouldn't know. Um, you are also realizing for some of you at work, you're realizing you don't really feel the same about what you do. So like at one point you were very excited to maybe work where you're working or maybe doing what you do. And now your feelings about it is starting to change because it doesn't feel like it is your calling and what you're supposed to do, but it's like for some reason you're holding on to it. And so that may actually come to the forefront and you're faced to kind of Look at that. All right, let's go on to love. Ooh, healing. I love this. Okay. This week, I feel like you guys are going to focus on healing and being a bit more vulnerable when it comes to love matters. Now, for those of you who are not in, well, it doesn't matter whether you're in something with someone or you're not. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of attention that is coming your way. And that is because you shine different when you're healed. You shine different when you're vulnerable. But also keep in mind, when you're vulnerable and you're shining different, you also have crazy people that like to latch on. So just make sure, as you're shining bright, you're also staying aware. I couldn't think of the word. All right, what else for love? You got the 9 of Swords here. You also have the 10 of Swords. Hmm. Some of y'all don't even want to be dealing with the particular person that you're dealing with. There's a connection that makes you, I just heard, nauseous. So maybe when this person comes around, you start to feel something in your stomach. And this happens consistently. Like they are always messing with your nervous system. And I feel like this week you're gonna realize I'm done. Like I don't want to continue on with this person any longer. All right, let's go on to general. Mm. That wishy-washy person that's in your life, bad news bears, kick them out. This person has like just devil energy written all over them. They could be a Capricorn, don't have to. You also have the Hierophant here and the Knight of Wands. Ooh, some of y'all have a um promotion. It's just delayed. Now it could be promotion in a relationship or it could be a promotion at work. So there's a promotion coming in. Okay, let's go on to Leo. All right, Leo, this week at work. What are we thinking? How are we feeling? What's going on? All right, you got King of Pentacles here. Oh, you got the 10 of Pentacles. I'm loving this. Work is wonderful this week anyway. Work is wonderful. If you guys have a business, I see you guys, whatever it is that is your craft, you putting out that energy, you getting that money back in. It's something that you're working on that really has the longevity. It has the legs to go the distance. So continue doing whatever it is that you are doing. I also have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and I have the Wheel of Fortune pivot. That's what I got. Something didn't work out, and I see you saying, I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm going to pivot. And that could be the reason why you have that 10 of Pentacles here, because it's showing that you're not dwelling on it. Like you're taking that L and you're learning from it, as you should, to be able to incorporate what's actually going to work on the next time around. Okay. But I do see a new cycle here for you where things are getting better for you when it comes to work related things. Um, what is this? Hmm. Why do I why do I feel like somebody's trying to, okay. This also kind of feels the same. Was it Cancer that was gonna find out the chisme? The gossip? I cannot remember who it was. However, you guys have kind of the same thing. You're going to hear about us. You're going to hear something. Oh God, you're going to find something out that you don't want to know. This is going to be like something that you're like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And you're going to actually try to kind of stop somebody from telling you. It's like somebody telling you something that it's like a person you don't normally talk to, but you find something out about someone at work that you don't want to know, or you find out a secret, and now the secret is weighing on you because you're trying to figure out if you should, like, what you should do. Do I do this? Do I do that? Because I heard what's right or wrong, and you don't want to draw attention to yourself. I feel like I know this is going to sound crappy, but it's like you want to protect your image. You just don't want to be involved in it, but now somebody has made you involved in it. So that sucks. All right, love. Oh, something is stressing you out because you feel like you're not seeing eye to eye with your person. You got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Nope, you got the Nine of Swords with the Two of Cups in the reverse. So you may not be seeing eye to eye with your person. Um, you may end up lashing out at them. Try not to. And you know what? I feel like the lashing out is stress. Also, keep in mind we have a super full moon in Aries, and you know, you know. Okay. Okay. You might feel bad about it. So just watch what you say because it is something that you probably should have held in and you didn't. And it could honestly be because you were stressed out and kind of taking it out on them. Now, if this is vice versa, just know that the person feels like crap. Um, I do see softening though. I see like a vulnerability that comes. And then, okay. And then you guys are able to talk it out and continue going the direction that you guys are going. So it's okay. I don't feel like it's going to be something that ruins the relationship, but I do feel like whoever it is that lashes out is going to feel like crap. All right, general messages. You have the Hanged Man in the reverse. You also have the World card. You are starting to look, you're okay. There's something in relation to travel or moving, starting something new. Something is changing your mind. Not sure what, but it's changing your mind and is making you want something different. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to buy a house. I feel like this is more of like distance moving though. So, or distance traveling. I just feel like you're wanting to see different things and something has happened to where you feel like you need to take action. You also have King of Wands, all about taking action, and Three of Pentacles. There's something that you're wanting to work towards or create or go and do, but you don't want to do it with others. You want to do it on your own. And that's perfectly fine. All right. Let's go on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. What's going on for career this week? Virgo career. What is going on for you? All right, you got the Fool card here in the reverse. You also have the Eight of Swords. You're not taking action on something because you're overthinking the process. You may even be overthinking, like, how is this going to look to others? How is this going to affect me? What all needs to be incorporated in doing said thing. But I do see you kind of trapped in this cycle of overthinking because you're overanalyzing. Okay, hold on. You're going to need to ground yourself because it feels like there's either challenges or there's competition. And that might be what is keeping you from doing what you need to do. You just may be in your head this week. But I do feel like if you ground yourself and you calm yourself, you will realize that whatever it is that needs to be done, like you got it in the bag. It's not anything that you really actually need to overthink. I just heard turn water into wine. So basically, you can make anything happen. You have the Three of Wands here. You also have the Hanged Man. I see you trying to plan. You're doing a lot of planning and observing, lots of observation. That might be what the week is all about. Planning, 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 but not necessarily taking action, which is fine. Just don't be stuck in that energy of contemplation. You have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You also have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Ugh. If you've had issues where people aren't helping or supporting, unfortunately this week you might see it return. And But then you see somebody, it's interesting because it's like you'll see that you need support, or you'll see that it's dwindling down and it's like you're getting overloaded. Whatever it is that you're thinking in your head that you want, it's going to happen, because I also see you being able to get over that hump because those people or the support comes back around. So that's that. Okay, let's look at love real quick here. I spent too much time on the work part. Ah, come on, love. You know what? Let's see. All right, you got the Four of Wands here. You also have the Seven of Swords. I feel like somebody feels the need to be very strategic with finding a way to get you guys back on track. And it's funny because I feel like the person who's trying to be strategic is also the person who got y'all off track. So that's interesting. You have the Hermit here. That's you. So you're in this position of power. You also have the Death card here. I feel like there's a lot that you have been doing for yourself internally that you are going to see a shift when it comes to love and how you respond to it. Okay. So, yeah, because I feel like what's happening is this person is going to try to do little things to be very strategic to try to get you to be engulfed in them again. I feel like you've done a lot of work. I also feel like you are going to let them know that you're not trying to be in a relationship again with them, or you're not trying to be coupled up with them at all. You've gotten over the past, and I think you're going to let them have it. I think you're going to definitely let them have it. And when I mean let them have it, I mean you're not going to be afraid and hold back how you feel. I think you're going to let them know. General message. What's a general message for Virgo? You have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You also have the Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody that is very so two messages. If you have anxiety, you might notice that anxiety is coming back this week. Second message, you may have someone that is overly emotional try to come and connect with you again. Yeah, I knew I felt freaking anxiety. Watch out for that. Make sure that you're continuing to ground yourself. Okay, Virgo? All right, Libra. What's going on for you this week? What is going on for Libra? All right, career. Ooh, I feel like career is like pretty smooth. You got clarity and things that you need to accomplish, and you're doing things independently. I'm not going to say on your own, but you have this stance of like feeling very confident, independent. People are coming to you because you just have this type of grounding, like you just know what you're doing. And so people actually may be coming to you for answers because of your expertise. Um, you also have the 10 of Cups here. You have the 8 of Wands. You're going to hear about something at work that's going to make you really, really happy. Okay. Could be some opportunities coming your way. I don't know. It could just be job well done. Who knows? But you have some incoming info that just makes you feel good. You also have the 4 of Wands here. You have why? Okay. You also have the 7 of Swords. Okay. There's also something in relation to you finding out about money, like maybe a promotion or maybe a bonus. And it is because you were able to find a way, you use strategy, you were very strategic with making this happen. And because of that, either A, you like brought in the company a bunch of money, or you were able to close a deal. I don't know. It's something in relation to you assisting with said place that you work at foundation. And because of that, you got money coming in. So I love that because it's money coming in. All right. What is going on for love? All right, you got Emperor here. You also have the Magician in the reverse. I don't like that because it feels like someone that's coming in and you're like, ooh, this person is the real deal. Like I can, this is a leader. I have a leader coming in, but it's all smoke and mirrors. It's manipulation. They are claiming to be a way that they really aren't. You have the Five of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Three of Swords here. I feel like what may possibly happen is I just heard don't bring a sword to a gunfight. It's almost like you weren't anticipating this happening. You weren't even prepared. And because of that, there's some sort of hurt that occurs here, and having to move on, move away from that situation. Give me more for love. You have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. You also have the Five of Pentacles. I don't even think you see this coming. I feel like it just, I feel like, I don't feel like you see this coming. There's somebody you're going to have to put out in the cold. Or maybe you feel like you got put out in the cold. I'm hoping that nobody gets kicked out of a house, or you have to kick someone out of the house, like physically. Don't like that, Libra. All right, give me more for love this week. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I just feel like, honestly, you are recognizing that something is not working for you, and it's really affecting your self-worth. It's really affecting how you view yourself. And so because of that, I honestly feel like you are leaving somebody. And maybe this has already happened for some of you, and you're just kind of having to process what is going on this week. All right, last little bit, general message. You got the King of Wands here. You also have the Knight of Swords. What is this? Devil in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Ugh. After receiving information, what is this about? Oh my God. I think it's still about that. After receiving some information, you feel like you have to take action. When I asked what, it's about something that was very unjustly done to you. And it also puts you in a disadvantage. You're going to have to break free from whatever this devil energy is. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You don't have to. You also have Libra that's here. But it's going to be slow. Like it's a slow process. Blech. Don't like that. All right. Let me get this together. Scorpio, what's going on for you this week? What's the energy surrounding Scorpio this week? Energy surrounding Scorpio. Work. Okay. Oh, I love it. You got the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like things are trudging along very well, very smoothly. You got it going on. Whatever it is that you're working on, I feel like it is moving very quickly. And you know what's funny? Looking at all of these little bats on here with the sticks or the wands, I feel like you have a lot of people helping you as well. So like almost like you have a team and you're over that team, and you're very nurturing to them, very empathetic. They love you. So I just feel like that is looking good. You have the Four of Swords here. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. If you notice that you start to slow down, so like let's say this week you're like, dang, I don't have no energy, it is because you need to take a break. I feel like whatever I was just looking at is like you're just go, go, go. You're on the go. You're on the go. But for this is saying you might need to take a break. You may need some PTO, pay time off. You might need to take some vacation time. You know, just make sure that you're taking care of your energy. You also have the King of Pentacles here, and you have the Sun. Ooh, some of you may be leveling up when it comes to work. I feel like this is promotion energy, because if you just showed up as the Queen of Pentacles, now you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. I don't think this is anybody else's energy. I feel like this is you. So some of you may be taking a step up. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're like the boss, the head boss or anything like that. But I feel like whatever you're moving into, it is new. You are excited about it, and it does bring in more money, more stability for you. All right, love. Eh, I feel like whatever was a dud last week is probably a dud this week. I feel like there's a situation that has not changed, and you're starting to see that that is fizzling out for you. Now, for some of you, because I just got they came back. For some of you, this person came back and it still didn't work out. And you're noticing that this person is still the same. They have not changed, even if it was a lot of time that came about. Um, I also see like something new pop up, but then it doesn't go anywhere again. So you may run into something that might be a fling, or you may just start talking to somebody and then realize you don't want the opportunity anymore. All right, what else? You got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You also have the Nine of Pentacles here. I'm just seeing a feeling of like things are just not working in your favor, and you are more so wanting to be single than anything. Um, at least this week. You're enjoying your singlehood for the ones that are single, because not everybody is going to resonate with that. But you're enjoying your singlehood. You're enjoying your own um company. Okay. You also have the Nine of Swords here, followed by the Emperor in the reverse. If you run into someone and you're like, you know what, this person, they make me anxious every time I'm around them. Understand and listen to your gut, okay? Listen to it, because I feel like this person, whoever you've encountered, they want to control you. There's some manipulation that's there, so just watch out for that. All right. General message. Okay, you got the Hermit in the reverse. You also have the Lover. Some of y'all may decide that you finally want to socialize with others. Some of you have been in the hermit mode and you're like, I would like to socialize. So you may find yourself getting out a little bit more. You have the Queen of Wands here. You also have the Six of Pentacles. Nine of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands. Fool. Oh, you may be called to support somebody else, but just make sure that it's not at the expense of yourself, because I also see them trying to deplete you. Like, yes, you feel like, oh, I don't mind supporting, energy exchange, but then you're gonna realize the you doing all the work is actually depleting you. So you have to make a decision on what it is that you're gonna do. Okay. Sagittarius. Work. This week, some of you may butt heads with somebody that you're supposed to be on a team with, that's supposed to be helping you in whatever it is that you do. Y'all may end up bumping heads. There may be some challenges. Yeah, I feel like you don't even want to talk to this person. Like, you guys, it's like oil and vinegar. It doesn't mix. You guys don't mesh well, and yet you have been coupled to, or not coupled, but you guys have been put together to complete something. Mm, I feel like I feel like eventually you guys will learn to understand each other, because I have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is that independent work, that independence. But I also have the Six of Cups. At some point, you guys will be okay, but this person just needs to understand that you work in a certain way. And sometimes it's alone. Sometimes it's, I don't want to talk to you. You do your thing and I do mine. And I feel like this person just needs to understand that. You also have the Hierophant here, followed by the Two of Swords. Ugh. This week, it might feel as though somebody is cock blocking you when it comes to promotion. It's like they're trying to stop you. You may start to kind of catch wind of that, almost like they ignore things that you do, or they downplay what you do. It's something in relation to you recognizing, oh, you guys don't want me to ever rise up. And so because of that, I feel like you guys are going to take action, or start to at least feel like you need to. All right, what's going on for love? Oh, yeah, the Sun card here in the reverse, followed by the Magician. I feel like you guys are kind of holding off on love. I don't feel like you're really going towards it. Um, you have the Magician here, and it's just not working out for you. So for some of you this week, I feel like you guys are just kind of holding or keeping to yourself, not really wanting to deal or dive into love matters. Give me a second here. Yeah, the Eight of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Four of Cups. Eight of Wands, Four of Cups. Yeah, I really don't see you wanting to take anything further. Even if you are dealing with somebody this week, I feel like you guys are really just wanting your peace. I don't feel like you are in the season of wanting to move forward in love in that way. So, all right, let's do general messages. Okay, you got the Devil here. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. Ew, hold on. What's the Devil? Hanged Man in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. Is this a person, or is this like things you're doing? Something is creeping up on you because you have this Knight of Pentacles. So it's slow moving, but it does build up. Okay. This may be you trying to break bad habits. And it's slow moving. It is. Um, but this feels like bad habits. So this could be like food that you eat. It could be the things that you absorb into your brain. It could be the thoughts that you have. But I feel like whatever it is, it's like you started to recognize that something was like taking power away from you, putting you at a disadvantage. And so you're wanting to change that narrative for yourself. And I see you working towards doing so. Let me see. You also got Three of Cups here, and you have the Moon in the reverse. You might get an invite to a party. There may be some sort of little invitation to a party. What's up with that? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Tower. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you don't need to go. Hold on. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Cups. Judgment. Oh, no, I don't know. Should they go? Shoot, now I need to know. Because I see more so of like you thinking about it, going back and forth. You're like, oh, I get another opportunity to like see these people. I don't know. I feel like you just don't need to allow it to weigh heavily on you. This is one of those things I feel like, yeah, because even at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. I don't know if you make a decision. I don't know. I don't know what your decision is. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but you got something here. And yeah. Okay. Capricorn. What is going on for you when it comes to work this week? All right, you got Five of Pentacles here. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. If you've been kind of struggling when it comes to bringing in more money, I do feel like there is going to be some sort of opportunity that comes your way. It is something that is going to help with boosting your finances. It's something that you've been wanting. So if you were looking for a new job and you put out posts, boom, this could be you hearing about you receiving that position this week. Let's see. I also feel like, I don't know, there's something that you don't enjoy what you do, but you're doing it anyway. This week you might feel like, I don't want to do anything additional than what I'm doing now. That may be kind of like the feeling of it. You have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You also have the Temperance in the reverse. Are you dealing with somebody that has a little bit of a temper or has like temper tantrums? Oh, okay. Yeah. This person's very fickle. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You also have Queen of Cups in reverse and the Temperance in the reverse. I feel like they're immature. I feel like this person needs to grow up. But this is somebody that you may notice that you are trying to avoid them this week because they're having their little tantrum and you don't want to be a part of that. All right. You have the Five of Cups here. You also have the Four of Swords. Some of you may have to unexpectedly take time off from work. If I'm being 100% honest, I feel like you hear news of something or because that's grief. Okay. All right. Love. Hmm. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. You also have the Seven of Swords. Be cautious of the person who pretends like well, I say pretends, but be cautious of this character. I feel like you are already cautious of this character, but this is somebody who is giving a lot. They're almost too involved. And it feels like they have an ulterior motive. You're just not sure what it is. But you have the Fool card here in the reverse, which is reflecting you're very cautious with this person. You feel like you should be cautious with this person. I don't think you're wrong. You have the Two of Pentacles. You also have the King of Cups and the Tower. See, because I feel like the way that they're going to paint it is like they're very much into you and things are good, you know? But then all of a sudden you come and you have this tower this week, an Eight of Cups, and having to walk away. I don't know. Be very cautious of this person because I feel like um all is not what it seems. Not saying be like overly like a detective or I don't know. Just be observant. All right, you have the Three of Wands in the reverse. You also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is really okay. And it might be the same person or I don't know. Somebody is really like bugging for your attention, bugging to be noticed. And I feel like you're not talking to this person. So just be aware of that. All right, let's get some general messages real quick. Sun card, followed by the Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like there is something that is new here that is starting for you. You could have just met someone, but I feel like you're going to realize or recognize that they are a bit childish. I don't like that Page of Cups in the reverse with the Sun that's giving child. So I feel like there's like somebody is lacking emotional depth, and you're going to realize that as time goes on. I also have the Six of Swords in the reverse, and I have the Ace of Wands. Um, I just heard booty call. Do what you want with that. Do what you want with that. All right, Aquarius. What is going on for you? All right, let's start with work. Fool card in reverse and the Hermit. There's a reason why you are being very cautious and quiet at work. Are some of y'all military? I say that, well, I'm not going to tell you what the picture was that I saw, but it's giving military. Hmm. All right. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords in the reverse. There's something that you are being very cautious and quiet about because you are recognizing that at any moment somebody could try to cut you out. Hmm. I can't get it out of my mind. Okay. Give me more for Aquarius, please, at work. What's happening? You got the Nine of Wands here. You also have the Two of Wands. I feel like I don't know what is volatile about work for you guys right now, but it gives me like an on edge. I need to be quiet and I need to just watch what is happening because I'm not trying to be a target. You have the Nine of Wands, which is showing I am protecting myself. I am not trying to be a victim, while at the same time trying to figure out what is going on, what you should do next. Now, you don't have to be military. You don't. However, um, this could still apply to you. Toxic environment. Don't know whose environment this is, but it is toxic. You're trying to be quiet so you don't draw attention to you. Give me more. You got the Hierophant in the reverse. You also have the Four of Cups. It just feels like right now you just don't want the extra responsibility. Like you want to keep your peace. I honestly feel like you don't want the responsibility. And I feel this energy of like wait and see. I'm trying to wait and see. I'm trying to see what's going on. I don't know. All right, what about love? You got the Four of Swords in the reverse, also with the Four of Wands. Things feel very ugh. What is going on with your work and your life, like the love part? Because this even shows like a restless energy because it feels like your foundation with another individual is not solid. Page of Pentacles. Oh God. Okay, I don't know if this is Aquarius, so let me not laugh because this might be being done to Aquarius. Somebody has a change of heart and is not feeling the same way about the other individual and has now went out looking for somebody else. You have Six of Cups in the reverse, and you also have the Page of Pentacles. Now, I also got a second message. If you are not involved with anyone, you meet someone, and this week you realize you don't like them. So, you do not like them. Okay, what else for love for Aquarius? You got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You also have the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to stop talking to somebody, and this is going to be for a while. This is not going to be like a quick thing. I feel like you're like, nope, I could totally see me not talking to them ever again in life. And I say that it's going to be a while because Seven of Pentacles to me is longevity. Like you've put time and effort into this. Look at this. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. I feel like you may have even blocked somebody. You may even block somebody this week. I just feel like you have no interest in talking to that person ever again in life. Okay. General messages for Aquarius. General messages. You have the 10 of Wands. You also have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Unfortunately, you feel like you're having to pick up the slack for somebody, some immature person. So you may start to feel that burden this week. You also have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, followed by the 10 of Cups. Something is on repeat and you are not happy about it. Now, this could be that they're a repeat offender that you're always having to pick up after them because they're not a responsible person, whoever this person is. Um, if we're looking at signs, you got the Wheel of Fortune, that's Sag and Pisces, and you also got Pisces over there as well. But Tower in the reverse, also followed by the Nine of Swords. There's something that I just heard, Hail Mary. So maybe you do something that assists with avoiding a disaster so that way you can sleep at night. So there's something here that you end up having to do. And then I just heard take one for the team. It's almost like you're having to self-sacrifice for someone else. All right, Pisces. What's going on for you in work? Ooh, standing on business. I love it. try to make sure that you are not obsessed with whatever it is that you are doing because it could actually not be good. So, but I do feel like you guys are like, okay, I'm hearing Rocky, Eye of the Tiger. I mean, boxing, they pretty much have to kind of go overboard in training. I don't know. It's something where you need to make sure that you are grounding yourself with whatever it is that you are doing. Second message, and it is completely different. You got a toxic ass boss. I'm sorry, a toxic boss that you're gonna have to deal with this week. Oh, okay. Okay. It'll come to a stop. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse here. You also have the World card. Maybe they move them to a different department. If not, I just feel like something different. There's like a huge change that is happening, but it's in your favor. It's working out for you. Um, what else for work? No. You're getting a lot of attention, but it's a bit overwhelming. You got 222 on the clock, by the way. There's a lot of attention and it's too much. It's way too much. Um, oh man. There may be somebody at work that is paying you attention in a way that you don't like. Speak up if that's the case. You also have the Four of Wands here in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles. If things were kind of chaotic at work, I do feel like they start to simmer down and you start to feel the relief this week. All right, love. What's going on for love? Hmm. It's a restless energy of waiting. Waiting on what? Some sort of change. It just feels like nothing is changing between you and a connection. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. I don't even know if you guys are communicating with each other. It's like kind of waiting for somebody to communicate. Now, if it's not you, this is the other person waiting for you to communicate. Two of Wands. So a decision has to be made. Somebody is stuck between two worlds. Shoot. The Moon card. Oh no. Please don't tell me. I feel like this is the third party situation. If it is, it is. But I feel like somebody is stuck between a rock and a hard place. I feel like they are stuck. I don't think it's you, Pisces, but it might be. And the reason why I say it's a possible like secret love affair is because you got the secret cards. You got the Moon and the High Priestess. You got Pisces and Cancer here. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer or somebody with both in their chart. Give me more for love. Oh, okay. So basically, all of that was to say this person, if you are in like no contact, they're going to break the no contact. If you're not in no contact, but you're just kind of waiting for you're waiting to hear from them, you will hear from them. So there I see communication happening for Pisces. What else? Star card and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. What's that? King of Cups. Oh, for some of you, your wish is happening. So if this person wasn't really giving to the connection, I feel like that completely changes. You may see a more heart opened, heart centered person where they're starting to actually express their emotions and how they feel. All right, let's get some general messages before we conclude this. General message. The Fool, followed by the Three of Swords. Oh my Lord. Heal. Just take that leap. I swear to you, it's not gonna be as bad as you think it is. Some of you really need to take that leap. It's a risk, but it is a risk worth it. And let me tell you, once you actually get started and you get into it, you're gonna realize how much it heals your soul. Please do it. You have the Tower in the reverse. You also have the Five of Cups in the reverse. There's something that, because you avoided a disaster, like you didn't fully get into the craziness, you're going to recognize that you heal a lot faster as well. Like you're not grieving that loss like you thought you would be. I don't know what that's on. All right, guys, that is what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Mini reads Monday. Don't forget. All right. Until next time, you guys, take care.